How's it going? So basically, I'm just talking about word games. I don't know how to explain it much better than that. I find in my mind, I can say words some of the times, and when I speak out loud, I can say them pretty much all the time, even though I initially sometimes will stumble on the word. Eventually, I can say it, and eventually, I can say it, and I can repeat it over and over again. Not that there's any real reason to do that, but I found a reason to do it because in my mind, if I said hero shoots, hero saves, hero shoots, hero saves, if I was watching like a sporting game, like a hockey game, I'd be like, every time the player shot, I'd go hero shoots, and every time the goalie saves, I'd be like hero saves, hero shoots, hero saves. I didn't say anything for passes or body checks or block shots. Well, block shots, sometimes I would say hero saves, but it would be blocked. But not my intention was that the goalie was the hero and the player shooting was the hero. Now, why would I do that exactly? I did that because after a minute or two of saying hero shoots in my mind, not speaking it, because I can say hero shoots, hero saves all day long if I speak it. In my mind, after like a minute, it'll be hero shoot, hero save, hero shoot, hero shoot, hero save, hero shoot. Even though I'm trying to say saves, I'll be like in my mind going saves, not save, not save, saves. And I would get really frustrated and I would get really mad. I'd be like, why does my mind not say plural? Why does it not say plural? So I started saying, in my mind, I started saying, if you don't say it right, I'm going to execute you. Like the plan will be executed to execute you. You'll be executed whatever, because I knew that there was a spirit or something controlling me. Because I could say hero saves, hero shoots, hero saves, hero shoots, hero save, hero shoots, right? See, like right there, I just caught myself saying hero save. I wanted to say saves there. I didn't do that just for any other reason other than no reason at all. But like that's like what happens in my mind sometimes. Now I started doing that accidentally because I was trying to watch this game and I was like, hero shoots, hero saves. And I realized that like after a minute or two of that, my mind would not say what I wanted it to say. And I got really mad. I was like, at first I got a little scared. And I said, if I say it out loud, hero shoots, hero saves, I know I can say it. Why can I not say plural saves and shoots in my mind right now? So then I got mad. I was just like, in my mind, I was like, if you don't fucking say it right, this time I'm going to execute you. Meaning, like, whenever I get a chance to figure out what or who or is doing this to me, I'm going to literally kill you because I know what I want to say and I know how to say it. I know if I speak it out loud, I'll say it. And I feel like if I speak it out loud, then it'll be said in my mind right. So I started saying, if you don't say plural right, save and shoot on plural right, I'm going to start taking pearls from you. That was like a big step, and I'll explain that after. But if you want to try something that's really unique, uh, just pick two or three words that you can say over and over again. Like I would try like happy days, happy days, happy days, happy days, happy days, happy days, happy days. You could say it out loud all the time. But if you try it in your mind for like just try it in your mind for like a minute and a half, I guarantee you, and with my mind anyways, there'll be some times where it'll just say happy day, happy day, happy day. And you'll be like, and if it was me, I'd be like, why can't I say happy days in my mind? Because like sometimes in my mind I'd have to say happy days, happy days, like I had to like spell it out like that, and I'd be like, and I would say it like happy days, but then I'd be like, if I have to say it happy days, the next time I'm gonna execute, and then it would be like happy days, And then I'd be like, "That's right. Now you know how to fucking say it. Say it right." So it's like I just stumbled upon this, and it was just like because it was freaking me out. Why can't I say these words in my mind over and over again if I can speak them? Where's the difference? Where's the connection? Like with my mind and with my and my ability to speak. Why can I speak words and not think words? And then it just got me thinking like that there was like something in the spirit world that was like controlling me. So it was like I started thinking like I don't have free will unless I actually speak or act. And it was like I was thinking like whatever I speak with my mouth and do with my hands or body, I'm like responsible for that. But like whatever is in my mind, it's like I'm not responsible for that. So I started to have this like fantasy world and this real world. And I started living in two places at one time. So I'd be walking around with this real world where I was interacting with real people, and then I was also interacting with fantasy people in my mind. And like a lot of times in my mind, it was going great. It was fun. It was great. But like in my mind, I definitely was a villain or a victory. I called it a victory villain. So it was VIC victory, VILLI villain. It was like I didn't want to be a hero because that hero would be HER, her, and I'm like, no, I'm a man. I'd be a victim. I'm a victim. I'd be a villain. So I had this fantasy world where I was like, in real life, I'm like super nice, super outgoing, super like pretty popular, pretty nice, pretty outgoing, good with people. But I started turning into this like villain in my mind because I was getting fucked over in my mind by saying not being able to say words that I wanted to. So I had to come up with stuff like the plan is executed. So like the plan is executed, so I'm just gonna say the word executed. And like if I'm in a good mood, like right after I figured out how to say in my mind plural shoots and saves, I would go, okay, now that we're all on the same page, I'm going to say executed from now on every time that this happens again. So, like, every time it's happened where I can't say hero shoots, hero saves in my mind, and even though I'm trying to, and it says hero shoot, hero save, and it stops on save and shoot, if it, after two or three times, if it doesn't say it, I'm going to say executed, and it's going to be like, I'll let my fantasy world, my fantasy mind decide if it's executed executioner style or the plan is executed. So like I wouldn't get mad. I would just be like hero shit. So like if I'm thinking about something and I can't say the words in my mind that I'm thinking about, I'd be like executed, and then I'll try and say them, and then it always works right afterwards. And I'm just wondering like, did we like in my fantasy mind? There's more than just there's different versions and stuff. It's like very hard to explain, but like I didn't ask. I didn't start out wanting this. I started out having to do it because I started out one day just goofing around, going in my mind, hero shoots, hero saves when I was watching a hockey game, and then like after 2 minutes, I scared myself because I couldn't say the words in my mind that I wanted to say. Like it would say it wouldn't be plural; it would be singular. And I would say that the difference between a world class striker and a world class striker is a singular and plural. And I'd be like, if you don't get it right, I'm going to say singular, and a world class strike's coming. If you don't get it, if you don't get it right the first time, you'll get strikers, world class strikers, plural. And then plural turned into pearl, which is kind of like a whole different story, which is why this fantasy life has just kind of gotten out of control. But I can't really explain it because a lot of it's just like I can't remember everything, and there's so much. It's so complex. It'd be like trying to explain if you played a video game like Final Fantasy or something like that. It'd be like trying to chronologically go through the game and explain it like without having the game in front of you. It's like if the game's in front of you playing, you can be like, oh yeah, this is coming up, this is coming up, we have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do that. But if you're just like at a bar and someone goes, explain the game, how you play it from start to finish, there probably is some people that can do that. There's probably a lot of people that go, I need the game in front of me to do it. It's like if I'm not being if I'm not being I'm on medication right now, so I'm not that it doesn't work all the time, but like right now it's working, so I can't really figure out all the stuff that I need to say. It's like right now I'm trying to think, but I'm drawing a blank, so I'll just pass on that for a bit. I'll talk about the pearls. I started taking pearls, plural. It went from plural to pearls. I said if you don't get it right, I stopped dropping the executed, and I said I'm going to steal pearls from you. Treasure. I'm going to steal treasure or pearls. If I say plural too many times, soon it's going to be pearl. If it's a pearl, I'm taking a Tahitian pearl from you somehow. And it's like you're going to, in this life or another, I'm going to get something from you. It won't be an execution. So I said, if I had to go plural, plural, pearls, 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 and then I'd be like one Tahitian pearl, one Tahitian pearl. And it was just like, I understood what I was doing, but like if they didn't if they my fantasy mind or whatever didn't start getting the words right that my real mind wanted to say, I would after a few pearls I would just say executed. And like as soon as I say executed, right away I can say saves or shoots plural every time. So it was just really frustrating that my mind was I had to create this like fake scenario uh to like correct my mind, and this like fake scenario turned into psychosis. And so like I don't really understand why I had to do that, but it did work, and so I kept doing it, and then it became fun, and then it became a fantasy world stuff. Like I'm a goalie, like I am a goalie. Um, so I would say stuff like I'm a hockey goalie. I'll show you a picture that I drew. So I'm a goalie. So I would say stuff like I'm a pirate. I'm a thief. I'm a treasure hunter. I'm a whatever stuff like that. And I would say like my goalie coach is Marco Polo because getting pulled is not good. And my coach is Captain Hook, which is if you're getting the hook and you're a goalie, that's not good either. So it's like getting the hook on a theater stage. It's like if you get the hook on a theater stage, not good. It's like if the person who pulls you off the theater stage is Captain Hook, that would be like added pressure, right? So the thing about this disease is like if you get dragged down into it far enough, it's almost impossible to get out, and that's what happened to me. I got dragged into this fantasy world where I was having so much fun that I didn't notice that it was starting to affect my personal life at work, because you start to realize that if you trick your mind into believing these things, your mind will start to make you think that people around you are involved in your life, involved in your fantasy life. Realistically, they're just involved in your real life. So, like, if you get someone who's involved in your real life confused with someone who you think is involved with your fantasy life, it can be really distracting and really can cause like a lot of confusion, and you probably will lose your job or stuff like that. Like and, and like you'll get by with it for a little while, but even if you get by with it with a few close calls where you're just like, oh, sorry, like I was just like daydreaming there, I wasn't really paying attention. The first couple times people will be like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. But like after a while, like people will start talking, and once people start talking, then it's like it's just over. It's only a matter of time before the next time you say something, and then all three people are ganging on you, going, "Yeah, what about the other time you said this? What about this? What about this?" And And even when you go, yeah, you said this meaning this, they go, no, 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 I didn't mean that. Or they'll be like, I didn't even remember saying that. And it might be like the most important thing that they said to you in their whole time of you knowing them, and they don't even remember it. It's like you get in this spot this where you get in a spot where you're thinking like that everything revolves around you. It's like that saying, you think the world revolves around you. It's like in this disease, you actually do think the world revolves around you because you feel like you have grandiose dreams where you think you're God. And like my last name's Godfrey, so like that didn't help me at all. Thinking that my last name was Godfrey and that my name means something more than other people think it does, and then you take Godfrey, and it's like, and you take the fact that I think like I'm a villain or whatever in my fantasy life, like a pirate, and you think, and then in my real life, I start thinking like when everything starts revolving around me, because like that's how you see the world. You start thinking like that there's only just you, and this is just some sort of like computer simulation or something. That's what how I thought it was. I thought it was just like a giant computer simulation. I thought it was like, I don't really like the Matrix as a. It's like these people are plugged into this computer system, and the bad robot aliens are feeding off their energy or whatever, or something like that. I forget how the movie goes exactly, but I started thinking like I was kind of in a simulation like that, where not that you could get out of it or that I wanted to get out of it. It wasn't like I wasn't trying to get out of it. I was just trying to understand it so I could like manipulate it. It's like this life, it's like manifesting. I was trying to figure out how to manifest a dream life. I wasn't trying to like get unplugged from the machines like they were in the Matrix and then like be free. I was just trying to like live in the Matrix the best way I could. And so I started trying to like figure out what this was, and which is why I thought like my brain was like a computer, which is why I couldn't say some words, and like so why it freaked me out. But then like I noticed like my grandmother had a stroke, and when she came back from her stroke, she could only sing certain words. So like if she tried, she couldn't speak certain words, and she could only sing the words if she wanted to. Like if she wanted to, it was kind of like how I said, "Hero shoots, hero serves. Hero shoot, hero serve. Hero shoot, hero serve. Hero shoot, hero serve." Why the fuck can't I say saves or serves or shoots when I want to say the plural? It was like it freaked me out. So I didn't say it out loud because I knew I could say them. I knew I could speak them. And so in my mind, I would say, "God saves the queen. God shoots the queen. God serves the queen." You know what I mean? I was like, I can say saves, shoots, and serves. Quit fucking with me. You know what I mean? And I would get mad. I'd be like, the next time I'm going to say executed. Hero shoots. Hero serves. Hero saves. All right, now that we have fucking right and we're all on the same page, I'm going to say executed the next time, and I can't say shoots, serves, or saves. You know what I mean? I'd get like that, but I would do it all in my mind. And I wouldn't say it out loud like I am now. And it worked. I could the next like few days I could say shoot, save, serves at will. Hero serves, hero shoots, hero saves. And then like after like 3 days, boom, and we right back to hero shoots, hero serves. It was like I was giving them in my mind. I was giving them time to try and get it right because serves, shoots is kind of plural. It's not right. You can't write shoots, serves, but at least my mind was trying. And I said, and then I'd be like, if you don't say plural right this time, I'm gonna start taking pearls from you, Tahitian pearls. Like, because I was tired of saying executed. I was tired of saying executed. I was like, I'm just gonna steal from you because you're stealing from me somehow. I know you're stealing from me somehow because I know I can say God saves the queen. So God save yourself, or God save You know what I mean? And it would be like blah blah blah. So I would just get really mad and really frustrated. I didn't really, and I still don't understand why. If I threatened my fake mind, my fantasy world, why it would react with my real mind. I didn't understand that. It's like, yeah, I have this disease. That's true. Now I'm considered schizoaffective. But like, what I do have is a mind that I can like understand more than most people would understand about their own. It's like my grandmother. She never said executed. She never said all these things, and then she couldn't speak. She could only sing words. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not gonna let my mind get to the point where my mind is in control of my mouth or my body or whatever. It's like we I need to have them all together working equally. So like whoever or whatever or thinks they can control my mind, which is like totally like something like someone like a schizoaffective person would say. It's like, but like you don't understand until you have experienced that, and it's like the easiest way to experience it is to pick like two words that are similar, like happy days. Say like if you say happy days, happy days, happy ways. You know what I mean? Happy ways, happy days. Eventually, you're gonna only be able to say happy way, happy day. Um, so I don't know. I guess that's 22 minutes of talk about pretty much the same thing over and over again. I'll just stop this one here. I might come back in another 5 or 10 minutes to talk about something different. Something different. See what I mean? It's like my mind is fucking stupid sometimes. In my mind, I would never say that. I'll come back to talk about something different. Like something different. It's like fucking executed. Something different. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes I just get so mad with how stupid I sound. So I'm not that stupid at it. So I don't like looking and sounding stupid. It's like I'm very competitive. As a goalie, I was very competitive. And as a Taurus, I'm very stubborn. So it's like I don't care if I get this label, schizoaffective or schizophrenia or schizo whatever. It's like whatever you call me, whatever you want. I got a fucking mind that's not functioning right, and I got to figure out how to get it back on track. And it's like a huge piece of a giant puzzle, and like so. There's no difference to me whether I'm called this or that. It's like I don't really care. I'd rather just put video blogs out there so I can like watch them again later on in a year or two or maybe a month or two and go, have I even attempted to fix this? Have I fixed it? Am I fixing it? You know what I mean? It's like I got so much shit on the go. All right, end the stream. Thank you for listening.